Hi everyone, this is Jasmine once again, and in this video we're going to continue our discussion on some of the basic HTML tags. And this time we'll cover on some of the block elements for special types of text as well as the meta tag. Okay, so let's go to our editor. Let's make our new file here and let's have our basic structure. Okay, then let's provide a title here. We'll write the title block elements and meta tag. Okay, let's save this one and then we'll name it block elements.html. Okay, so let's start off with the first block element tag. Okay, so let's say for example you have this text. As you can see, you have an indent in here. Okay, and then you also have 2 line breaks after this line for each sentence. Okay, let us save the file first so that we can see what's the output of this one inside our body tag. Okay, block elements. Okay, if you see now, this is the output. You notice that the line breaks are not interpreted by our browser, as well as the indents or the spaces before the line. Okay, so obviously we learned already how to use the BR, which is for the break. And if you want also to put a space, if you recall, we have the ampersand NBSP. Okay, so this is for one space. So if you want to output a space, you have to use the special character, right? Okay, and then 2 breaks here. Okay, also here we need to put a break, 2 breaks. Okay, so let's save this one and let's check the output first. Okay, notice you have here the space now and you have the 2 line breaks. Okay, so you can achieve that output using this one. Okay, now another tag that you can do to retain or the pre-format of your text is using the pre tag. Okay, let me delete this one. Okay, so pre tag stands for pre-formatted text. So this tag will retain the format of your text that you provide while you're writing your code in your editor. So these spaces here will be interpreted by the browser as well as the line breaks. Okay, let's check now our output. Okay, so this is now the output of the pre tag. You notice also that the font style is changed, but the extra spaces are interpreted as well as the line breaks. Okay, so that is the pre tag or the pre-formatted text. Now the next tag we're going to discuss is the blockquote. Okay, so this is the blockquote. Now we use a blockquote when a particular content or text from you in your HTML page is derived from a particular resource or particular URL. So for example, we have in here, let's say this one. Let's say this text we want to include in our page. So we put it inside the blockquote and then we use the site attribute of the blockquote to specify where you got this text. Okay, so we got it from this address. So we'll copy this one and we'll put it here. Okay, so this means now that this text is from this URL. Okay, so let's save this one, see our output. Now also, if you use a blockquote, automatically there will be one indent from the left side of your browser for the text inside your blockquote. Okay, so that is our blockquote. Okay, so the next tag we're going to try is the address. Okay, so obviously this tag, you will write in here the address information of the owner or developer of the website. So for example, you can write here, you have the developer, email address, contact numbers, and as well as location. Okay, so let's save this one. Let's see our output. Okay. So automatically, if you're using the address tag, the text in between that one will have the italic text formatting. So the last tag we're going to discuss is the meta tag. So we write our meta tag inside the head tag because this will be part of our header information. Okay, so one example is this one. You have here meta, and then the attribute is name, the value is keywords, and the content in here. And meta tag is an empty element, so you don't need to have a closing tag for this. Okay, so I can write here content, for example, as say HTML, block elements. You can separate the values with a comma. So these keywords will be used by the search engine when searching for your page. Okay, and then you can separate here some other keywords that will match your page when searching in the search engines. So you can have more than one meta tag in your head tag. So this one is another example of a meta tag. It is using the description value for the name attribute. This will define the description, or this will describe the content of your page. Let's have another example for the meta. If you want to specify the author of the website, you can use the name, the value is author, and the content and the name of the author in here. So our last example is this one. Okay, so it's meta, the attribute is charset, and the value is UTF-8. So this specifies the character encoding used by your HTML page. Now, meta tags are not displayed in the browser, but these are being used by search engines and some other web services to get information about your web page. So that's it for examples of our block element tags and the meta tag in this video. So I hope you learned something out from this one. Thank you very much. I'll see you in our next video.